What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, and today is Thursday, December 1st, 2011. And it's time to make 'em walk the plank. The Witcher 2 was pirated over 4.5 million times. Despite an eye-opening ratio of around 5 pirated copies per one legitimate purchase of The Witcher 2, the CEO of anti-DRM developer and publisher CD Projekt has reiterated that stringent copy protection is not the way forward. Speaking in an interview with PC Gamer, company CEO and co-founder Mark Iwinski said that Witcher 2 was illegally downloaded by tens of thousands of people during its first 2 weeks on sale. He went on to exhibit why CD Projekt is so well regarded by gamers that purchase its games legitimately, saying that DRM does not work, and however you would protect it, it will be cracked in no time. Plus, the DRM itself is a pain for your legal gamers. This group of honest people who decided that your game was worth the $50 or euro and went out and bought it. Why would you want to make their lives more difficult? However, Iwinski's estimates for the total number of pirated copies of The Witcher 2 are both sobering and, if you're a legitimate gamer attempting to support the video game industry, a little depressing. I was checking the number of concurrent downloads on torrent aggregating sites, and for the first 6 to 8 weeks there was around 20 to 30,000 people downloading it at the same time. Let's take 20,000 as the average and let's take 6 weeks. The game is 14 gigabytes, so let's assume that on an average not too fast connection it will be 6 hours of download. 6 weeks is 56 days, which equals to 1,344 hours, and with 6 hours of average download time to get the game, it would give us 224 downloads. Then let's multiply it by 20,000 simultaneous downloaders. The result is roughly 4.5 million illegal downloads. Iwinski goes on to say that this is only an estimation, and I would say that's rather on the optimistic side of things. As of today, we have sold over 1 million legal copies, so having only 4.5 to 5 illegal copies for each legal one would be not a bad ratio. The reality is probably way worse. This article cracks me up, and no, not because The Witcher 2 was pirated almost 5 million times, but it totally debunks everyone's argument that defends piracy. People say that piracy creates innovation. People say that piracy forces game development companies to step their game up, no pun intended, to make a better product. Here's a company, CD Projekt Red, making a game with no DRM on it, doing what the gamers want, what the consumers want, and almost 5 million people still pirated the game. Give me a break. Look, SOPA, the way the bill is written, is a piece of garbage, and the MPAA and RIAA are already kind of getting nervous to pass the bill the way it is because they see how much of a backlash from the tech corporations and the general public that they're getting. Because if they royally piss us off, that means that we won't want to give them their money, and that's what they're concerned about most. But whatever, I'm getting off topic. That's not the point of this video. The point is, piracy is theft, and this is a perfect example of when a legitimate company gets damaged big time by piracy. I mean, come on. Let's say, for example, okay, not all of the 4.5 million people would have bought the game, but let's say 2.5 or 3 million people actually would have bought the game if they couldn't pirate it. As opposed to just 1 million copies being sold, that could have been 4 million copies being sold. That would have been 4 times the profit for them, for a company that actually gives a crap about the consumer and doesn't put DRM on their games. And the gaming community still spit in their face and stole the product. Look, we've all downloaded stuff off the internet. I'm not saying I'm an angel, I'm not standing on a soapbox. But if you think piracy doesn't damage the entertainment industry as a whole, you've got to be kidding. Yes, there's still a lot of money being made, but when companies like this get hurt, that's a prime example of what's wrong, and something needs to be done to stop it. So, I'm almost afraid to say this. Tell me your thoughts on this. Do you think that piracy is too rampant? Do you agree with me that something needs to be done about piracy so CD Projekt Red doesn't take another hit like this? Or do you think this is just one of the pains of doing business and people just have to accept piracy for what it is? I know piracy is never going to go away, but I do think some laws need to be put in place to at least curb it, because my god, again, 4.5 million copies, man. And that's just a guesstimate. It could be a lot higher. Anyway, I'll calm down now. Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for supporting Review Tech USA. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, and today is Thuck it. Oh.